TV and there, YouTube, we here with you. I'm going to talk about something new that we've started doing. It's my daughter Carly. I've had her in a few other videos. But she, a couple months ago, decided she wanted to start skating. And didn't really want to skate alone. So, naturally, I skated when I was younger, but I just skated in the school parking lot. That was it. We didn't have any. We had a handicap ramp and a little drop off about that big, and that was about it. So I thought I'd go with her. Well, look what happened. So let's try to prevent that from happening to you, don't you think?
Yeah. Because
this sucks. I've had several broken bones, but this is just a pain in the butt. So I'm gonna give you my advice for getting started. We've been skating a few months now. I can still ollie like I did when I was younger. I can kind of do a shove it, not really good. But mainly, being older, I just like to ride the bowls, ride off the declines and ride inside the bowls and stuff. And we kind of went with the wrong setup to start with, so I don't want you to make the same mistake. So my first advice, and of course, I bought it for Carly right off the bat. I wouldn't wear any kind of helmet, knee pads, elbow pads. That would have saved us. This wasn't that bad at all. And I'll tell you here in a minute how this happened and why it happened. But she runs ProTech. Get you a good helmet. Both of us have certified helmets now. This is a 888 certified helmet. And these are the elbow and knee pads. Before you even think about the board, this is what you need to go do. Don't be embarrassed that you're wearing pads. I'm 42 years old. There was guys at the skate park older than me. He's like, you need to get you some pads. As soon as he left, I broke my arm. So, don't feel embarrassed that you can't wear pads. These are AAA. These are not their lowest grade, but kind of their mid-grade. Altogether, this is supposed to be like $120. I got it for $98 ship with the code from Honey. So, good stuff. Protect you. Those were a lot cheaper than what this is going to be. So, that being said, she wanted to start skating. All right, I told my wife, I said, well, I'll pick her out a board and stuff. Well, they come across this. We was out one day at Dunham's, I think, and they bought it. This is a Tony Hawk Signature Series piece of junk. Don't buy one of these. I mean, this is only a couple months old, and it's not been off more on our back porch. And look how it's done delaminating and stuff. Never sat outside in the rain or anything. But it has plastic trucks, bearings that are just terrible, and terrible wheels. So this thing does not skate. She can get on it and push, and I can too. Of course, we've bent the trucks now. But, I mean, you get a foot, and it just stops. So, what we do with this is she's trying to practice her ollies and stuff. Since it don't roll, she takes it out back on the porch and pops it. And I'm trying to do shove-its and stuff on it. That way it don't roll out from underneath of you. Still, not knowing what I knew, was getting into it with her. Build me a board. I made a mistake. When I went in Cincinnati for work, and I went over to Zoomies and built her a board. And they 8-inch popsicle, independent trucks, OJ wheels, all this stuff. That's what the guy recommended. So when I built my board, what did I get? I got an 8.5 popsicle. Indy trucks, OJ wheels, independent bearings. As you can see, this thing rolls a lot better. Big difference on how they ride and everything, don't you think? I mean, these ride best. And this one's identical, front and rear. This is the blind switchblade. It's got their famous little Reaper on it. It's got switchblade in its mouth. So I'm riding, going off declines, going up, and when I was doing my backside 180s, when I just kind of go up on the vert a little bit and pop down and come down, and I was coming back into the bowl, and there's a section over her side I was wanting to hit, so I leaned real hard to make it in that section, and the whole back end wiped out on me. I rolled down, hit my butt, and I just popped my elbow against the concrete. Wasn't a hard hit at all, was it? For my elbow, but it got it. So that's the reason the elbow pads. But after looking closer, everybody says running truck's really loose, really loose. And of course I can ride this board front way or back way. But you can see right there, there's a place dug in. I cut so hard with my weight mainly on the back, that wheel dug into my board and stopped it. When it stopped it, I went to a skid and popped down. So, us older guys, like I said, I'm 42 years old. What should I have went with? There's a lot of different ones on the market. A lot of what I see older people riding that want to ride the bowls, because you know when you're a kid you want to do the ollie and the kickflip and all this stuff. I'm not too worried about that. I just want to ride. I want to ride and carve and stuff. And that's what I see most older people do. When I say older, you know, 30 plus, you know, guys get back into it. Like I said, we went to the skate park and there was people there older than me. So that being said, I've started my new board. I hadn't done anything other than got that other one was 8.5, so wider is more stable, right? So this is a 9.13 Powell Peralta Andy Anderson board. They're thinner, supposedly lighter than other skateboards, and stronger because they have, if you can see that good or not, that is a carbon fiber mesh. I think there's 2 of them inside there because most of these boards are 7-ply maple. I think this is 5 plies of maple and 2 plies of this carbon fiber. I think, don't hold me to that. It's supposed to make a lot stronger board. Like I said, this is 9.13. When I bought this, I did go to a local skate shop. You see how much this is. Quite an expensive board. It was $92.99, $98 for $1. I'm gonna run some 8.75 trucks on this with some spacers. Probably go with Reds, Barons, or Independents, and I'm gonna go with some 58 or 60 millimeter wheels. This has 52 millimeter wheels on it, smaller, right? So it's lighter, you can do tricks and whatever, better grinds, supposed to lock on grinds better. You go with a bigger wheel, it's gonna roll over cracks better, smoother riding, you know, for the stuff that I wanna do. So if I knew when I knew then, this would have been closer to my original build is. I'd recommend something like this, or Santa Cruz is doing a bunch of reissue boards, so is Powell Peralta. Pretty decent price. I think they're about $60, as long as you don't go with the flight decks. The flight decks are the ones with the carbon fiber carbon fiber. So that being said, that's if you want to carve. Big wheels, spacers, that way you don't get up, you can cut hard without hitting your board with the wheels because you are going to be running bigger wheels. Grip tape on top. I've got Jessup on mine. Carly's got Mob on hers. I can't really tell that much of a difference. It's kind of one of those mood points, I think. I think all the grip tape anymore is pretty much the same as far as I can tell. Of course, I'm not a professional skater and will never be. But if you're an older guy or younger, just getting into it, decide what you want to do. Like I said, if you just want to carve and stuff, a wider, more stable board you're gonna like. So anything you want to add? You've been sitting here awful quiet.
No, I think you covered it all.
She had her first good fall here. When was it? Sunday morning, or was it Saturday morning?
I think it was Saturday.
Early Saturday morning. She got off of Brave. There's we'll call it, they're declines, just kind of they come down. She's got going off about a 4-foot one, and then going up over like a 3-foot, then back down, and then on back behind that is a 1.5 foot, and then the 4-footer. She decides she's going to go off both of them, so she gets going really, really fast. So much so that when she went for the transition right there, her front end popped up a little bit, and when she went forward, she went forward. Now I could add this video to that because I do have it on video with her doing it, but I don't think she wants me to do it, so we're not going to do it. So
I totally wiped out on that one.
So, and everybody says, "Aren't you too old to skate?" And you know what? The only person that didn't think I was my doctor. She's like, "If you feel like it, do it. It's great. Keep it up." So, guys, I'll keep you posted on this. Hopefully, maybe have some videos. We live here in Kentucky, so we're not too far from the Bowling Green Skate Park. That's a really nice skate park. And then there's one in Owensboro, which isn't too far. Louisville's about 2 hours, and they got a few nice ones up there, so we may have some videos of those for too long. So, hey, keep wheels on the ground. See you.